then, 20 years ago, people realized in the policy world that manufacturing cannot be dirtied out, dangerous, and disappearing. So our initiative is going to look at the entire enterprise, from ideas and concepts, research and development, the technological frontiers, the design, the logistics supply chain, the capital cost structure, the global trading standards, regulatory issues, and how services increasingly wrap all around the manufacturing enterprise. Our new chairman, Sam Allen, the CEO and chairman of John Deere, is going to lead this with the CEO and chairman of Applied Materials, Mike Splinter. We have the president of MIT leading the university piece, and a fabulous labor leader, Bill Hite, who's the head of the Union of Pipe Fitters and Joiners, is going to lead on the labor side. Over the next 2 years, we are going to come up with an entire roadmap for U.S., not just leadership, but the recreation and transformation of our industrial sector through 21st century manufacturing. If we do not do this, all the research and development we're spending for next generation batteries, solar cells, vehicles, will not be commercialized in the United States. The jobs will not be in the Americas, and we will really just be creating the seed corn for the rest of the world to commercialize. We have to have the integrated system. We're going to release on June 23rd a survey that's never been done before, that we've done with Deloitte. It's called the Global CEO Manufacturing Survey. It's actually going to give the first set of data around quality and labor issues, research, engineering, how global CEOs all over the world are looking at this manufacturing challenge and opportunity. And I will share with you one very significant finding. Labor cost has become immaterial. It is not the issue, the cost of labor. Finally, we're at an inflection point in human history because making progress in any of the big global challenges, whether it is energy, the environment, food, water, and health, requirements for life, for human progress, for everything, depends on global cooperation and bringing together the best and brightest to work together. With population growth that's going to increase food production needs by 50% in 2030, we will see that much of the world's arable land that's already in use will no longer be in use because of climate change. We're going to have to deal with water scarcity. We are going to have to deal with the fact that right now, 80% of all illnesses in the developing world, leading to 2 million of deaths annually, come from bad water. And that by 2025, 2.8 billion people are going to be water scarce or stressed. And that there is a total scarcity of energy. I think one of the reasons the Copenhagen talks failed, quite frankly, is that the Europeans in particular never addressed the issue of energy security. They never recognized the fact that you have billions of people around the world stranded in energy poverty who don't even have firewood, basic energy for life. And so this soaring energy demand, and again, turning back to Alberta, you have a huge role to play in this, that's going to come from developing economies. It's going to have to be produced in a way that is sustainable, that is clean, and that enables this intersection of energy, water, food, and health. Many are saying that we're entering in this world of scarcity. And I think rather than look at the scarcity model, we should turn it around and look at the abundance model and how innovation will be the way for us to tackle and deal with all of these issues. We just finished a major piece of work at the Council called our Energy Security, Innovation, and Sustainability Initiative. It was a 3-year effort chaired by the CEO of Caterpillar, the president of Rensselaer, and the head of utility workers. We came up with a comprehensive roadmap for our government and the private sector around these 3 interconnected dynamics. We recommended a balanced portfolio of energy, all sources being developed and used in a sustainable way. And we also called for very advanced research in carbon capture and sequestration and next generation nuclear. These are areas we want to work together with you in Canada. We talked about the importance of energy efficiency and changing the models of how utilities can be rewarded for saving energy versus getting their wealth from people spending energy. We also recommended about the smart grid and all the things that will lead this transformation in movement to a low-carbon world. So let me conclude by saying that as we go into the 21st century, every nation has to conclude that at the end of the day, it's up to them if they're going to create the enabling conditions for high-value jobs, wealth creation, and innovation capacity. But in order to do so, we have to collaborate, we have to work together. And that is why our partnerships are so important. I will share with you one that we're very proud of, and that is the 6-year partnership we forged with our sister organization, the Brazilian Competitiveness Movement. The future of the Americas, and I think of North America really as Canada, the US, and Mexico, but the future of the Americas depends on our relationship with Brazil. Brazil is a huge powerhouse. People, creativity, land, resources. What we have done with our Brazilian counterparts is to create a bilateral agenda around innovation-based growth. We've convened together over the last 2 years 10 innovation learning labs in Brazil and the United States. And this September, we will have a summit that the President of Georgetown's hosting, where we will roll out a whole new set of actual business activities that we've incubated, where startup companies in the United States are going to go down to Brazil and be incubated in Brazilian research facilities. And similarly, Brazilian startups will come to Arizona State and be incubated here. We're going to have a smart grid sister city demonstration project, and we'd love to have a Canadian partner come into that. Why is this important? This is very, very important because Brazil, in addition to being America's leader, it's a global leader now. And what goes on in our region will have a huge impact on whether the world will expand, will it grow, will it not be protectionist, and we want the Brazilians to be aligned with us going forward.